that time again. I'd say so. What's this? Yahoo News UK. Michael J. Fox reaches out to Back to the Future co-star with something he never had the chance to say on set. Thanked Crispin Glover. Crispin Glover, all right. Michael J. Fox thanked Crispin Glover for being a brilliant actor to work with on the Back to the Future 40 years after the film's release. Better late than never. 64-year-old actor recently wrote a letter to Crispin, 61, commending his phenomenal role of George McFly, the dad of Michael's alter ego, Marty McFly, because he did not have time to say it when they shot the comedy. It comes as Michael gained a deep appreciation for Crispin, I think, after we watched. Yeah, you got to appreciate the impact of certain roles in hindsight. Man, seeing Back to the Future in the cinema, that was a major highlight this year. You know what's also been a major highlight? Having you guys along for the ride. It's been an absolute pleasure. Still setting up a few things. Some people might join us, they might not. But I suppose people can watch this later at their own pace. So, let's take a look back at what went on in this channel throughout this year. Because quite a lot happened. A lot. So, just going to suppose that'll work. Right, just setting up the display. Hopefully someone will arrive to tag along with us, as it were. Okay, here we go. So let's scroll all the way down to here. Likewise with this. All right, might as well get started with sharing the screen, why don't we? Right, let's get started with this one. Yeah, right. Let's take a look back. So, the end of 2024 was rather spectacular. We had was getting quite popular with the Daredevil reviews, talking about Sonic Adventure 2 and its movie adaptation. And this Team Fortress 2 video has been an immense success as of recording this. It is the second most popular video on the channel. So that's absolutely fantastic. Hello, Lily. Welcome. Welcome to the look back of what occurred in 2025. So thank you very much. Feel free to bring others along or just sit back and just tag along for the ride. Won't be on for too long, but thank you very much for joining. Your presence is much appreciated. So it was the moment that the new year came along. Found the time to talk about the fact, is Paramount actually listening to their audience? I was talking that through with Squid Bear and the podcast we're doing together. I was talking about the recent Wallace and Gromit movie, which I enjoyed. Explored more with Marvel Rivals. There was talk of Daredevil Born Again, which was disappointing. I acknowledge that Fumito Ueda is coming back with a new game, and hopefully the new game will come out at some point. I was very much looking forward to that. I got my theological analysis of the Netflix Daredevil, which got quite popular. Then managed to react to Chosen The Last Supper Part 1. For some reason, the other two parts, the Part 2 and Part 3, have not been released in cinemas as of late, so I'm still waiting for a chance to see them on. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Chosen's progressed to the whole betrayal and other things like that now. I've yet to catch up. So sorry if I've been lagging behind in regards to Chosen content, but thank you very much, people, for supporting my chosen reviews. They'll tend to be the more popular videos on this channel. I was talking about the Team Eco trilogy. I need to make more video game reviews, but I'm very pleased that I made this one. I'm very pleased that it got reasonably popular for the standards of the channel. Sorry, no, it isn't. Right. And then talking about Daredevil Born Again, and then eventually talked about the infamous Snow White movie. Obviously, that got quite popular. I went axe throwing. That was really fun to do. I'm glad that this video here got comparatively popular. The one about facing the horror of uncertainty, according to the Seventh Seal. I'm very glad that I made that particular movie because up until about 2023, I'd been through mental hell. And I got people entered my life to significantly improve my well-being. And honestly, just films like The Seventh Seal and Prison Boots: The Last Wish and a few others I could describe, pretty much accurately describe the kind of journey I had to go through, a kind of rite of passage, as it were, and how people need to stop being 100% certain about everything. You need uncertainty in your life. That's going to shock you at first, but you actually need it in order to actually live. We can never be 100% certain on anything. Well, we're just living off probabilities. And if we open ourselves to probabilities, then we're going to be less anxious and we're going to open up our hearts more to other people. Right. I popped in to say hi. I have to go to work, but I really miss you, Scott. Oh, thanks so much. Take care of yourself and keep going, Scott. Take care of yourself and mental health. I hope you have an amazing new year. I hope so too, and I hope you have an amazing new year. Please feel free to check out that video I mentioned just when you get the chance. Keep going with the good work. Thank you. So, yes, then made another video answering some misconceptions about the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Let's see, I need to double check everything. I mean, last year was the year that my friend Double A began to have some major contributions to making the thumbnails. And it was really, I'd say, 2025 when I went all in on getting Double A's help with the majority of the thumbnails. Because, I mean, I can make thumbnails like this, but I just don't have the time. So he's been tremendously helpful in that regard. So an interview with Jonathan Nolan, that was a fun April Fool's prank to pull off. Okay, good, thank you. Why female Aslan won't work. I'm very glad that I made this specific video. There is another video relating to that topic, which I'll need to get out at some point soon. But yes, this got a lot of attention on the channel. It's one of my most popular videos on the channel. I'm glad I managed to take the time to talk about it. Yes, the Minecraft movie, which, our Minecraft movie, which people jokingly refer to as Jumanji 4. It was a very meh kind of movie. I mean, I don't hate it or anything. I'm not going fanatic over it either. It was very meh. I mean, the actual comedy was so-and-so. Some of the visuals were quite impressive. I mean, it could have been worse. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Never, chicken, still love a chicken for. At least Jack Black's fun. This video got nicely popular. Companionship and Team Eco. I've been meaning to make other videos relating to the Team Eco games about the themes of light and darkness and the timeline. So keep an eye out for that. I think this year I'll need to really get on with videos I've been intending to do, but didn't find the time to do it. I did the double review with Flo and King of Kings. That was another highlight of the year. I mean, King of Kings was off to an iffy start, but the rest of it was smooth sailing and really well told version of the gospel story, done from an interesting perspective, from the perspective of a child listening to his father recount the gospel story. So that was a really interesting perspective. Flow was a really interesting cinematic experience. Prince of Egypt review, I'm very pleased with that one. I'm surprised this Wolfwood video didn't get more popular. Ben-Hur, a good achievement. I'm glad I got the chance to talk about it. This is one of the most popular videos on the channel. When I actually talk about the children, again, the children videos get very popular. I'm actually hearing Bryan Adams on stage. That was really cool. I was doing running practice, and I thought, wait, Bryan Adams was going to be there live. Oh, I need to go see it because I really like his music. It was around about that time that the whole Nintendo Switch 2 controversy popped in. That was people have been speculating whether the Nintendo Switch 2 was going to arrive at some point, and then there it was. So people were initially excited with the trailer, and people were initially excited about the Crows Mario Kart World, but then people found out how ridiculously expensive the games were. Again, there was no way I was ever going to purchase games that were that ridiculously expensive. No way whatsoever. So I managed to get the Nintendo Switch 2 as of recently during a Black Friday sale. And the games are at a reasonable price now, but the initial price, that is absurd. No game should be that expensive, ever. Unless it's like a special edition with like tons of DLC or something like that. So yeah, I had to address that, and I got reasonably popular, though people got rather divisive and angsty towards me in the comment section. I mean, I wasn't intentionally trying to stir up all this anger. It just popped up. You're going to encounter angry people on the internet. Warfare. I consider this movie the best movie of 2025. It is not a glorified look on warfare. It's gritty, it's real, it's frightening. It's a bunch of people just fighting back, just mainly trying to survive more than trying to fight back. It's brutal, it's ugly, it's claustrophobic. And it's so intense, and it's the sheer experience of it all. It's just so worth seeing, especially if you manage to get the chance to see it on the big screen. There's not really much more I could say about the film itself, other than it's a riveting experience, and it will really make you appreciate people who sacrifice their lives in the military. This was a funny video to make. It made a 4th serious talk. It made my friend Evan Prince laugh, so I actually get that much accomplished. Made a Minecraft movie meme, that was funny. Goofy movie, 30th anniversary. That was quite an intriguing one to look at. Lazarus, episode 1. I've been intending to watch the rest of the series, but I didn't get the chance to watch the rest of the series. If and when I get to watching the rest of the Lazarus series, I will let you know. Monster now. This is another video I'm very glad I made on the channel, because Monster to this day is honestly the best TV series I've ever seen. I kid you not. It's such an accomplishment of storytelling. You really need to see it for yourself. It's amazing. Then, of course, managed to meet Malika Wright in person after all this time. So the people in the comments were really happy about that. I was really happy to see her in person. It's really great to have that experience of meeting your online community in person after all that time. Honestly, I wish my whole community could just get together, like some kind of, I don't know, party picnic or something like that. It would be absolutely great just to have everyone together again. And as for Malika, she is still to this day an extremely busy lass. She told me like she's got lots of work, coupled with what's going on in her personal life. But I won't go any further than that. Just know that she's very, very busy, and there's a lot of people that depend on her, from what I understand. But she is aspiring to get her own publications out there. She's already made a few contributions of writing in the Inklet app, delving into writing. And speaking of writing, my friend Evan Prince has told me that told his audience more specifically, that he's working on a sci-fi book of his own. So I'm looking forward to reading that when I get the chance. I'm looking forward to reading my friend's books in general, really. Made some voice impressions videos because those tend to get fairly popular. This video got really popular. Do you feel like a hero yet, Ironheart? I was seeing how much people despise the Ironheart TV shows, and I was thinking about the kind of people who try to present themselves as heroes but end up being villains in practice. That's pretty much what Ironheart is, because she literally sells her soul to the devil, as well as and does some shady crimes beforehand. So I thought my mind went to Spec Ops: The Line, and I thought, I know just the cutscene that can perfectly describe Ironheart. So I went ahead with it, and a lot of people latched onto that. So I'm very glad I made that. This was an interesting event that happened in my hometown of Inverness. It was during the summertime that a boat that was being used for Christopher Nolan's upcoming adaptation of The Odyssey was spotted at a canal at Inverness before setting off somewhere nearby for filming. And not too long afterwards, Tom Holland and Zendaya were actually spotted in my hometown of Inverness. Zendaya was just getting some ice cream and even took a selfie with one of the people's shop. And Tom Holland came along with some coffee thing or whatnot he got from a nearby shop, and they were at Church Street. So I thought, I need to go down and investigate. Obviously, I would have gotten a lot more views if I caught them on camera and things like that. But they've got to have their time on their own. You know what I mean? I mean, that still didn't stop the inevitable, oh look, there they are, kind of reaction. Superman 2025, not my most popular review, but people appreciated what I had to offer. But then I had a haircut. That's right. K-pop Demon Hunters, that video got fairly popular. Very glad about that. Then there was my crossover with Squid Bear and Evan Prince and Alchemical Alex in my review for Breaking Bad, the television series. Another great series I'd recommend. I'll need to get to watching Better Call Saul at some point. I've heard that series is great, with some people even saying it's better than Breaking Bad. The Comic-Con, that was fun to attend to. Highland Games, that was fun to attend to. This peculiar moron is going to be appearing in Brand New Day, apparently. That was another interesting event. The fact that Hollywood transformed Glasgow City into New York City. That was quite surreal to see, especially given how I've actually visited New York City 9 years ago. So yeah, talk about deja vu. This video got surprisingly popular. The wildest pub ever. Waxy O'Connor's is such an imaginatively thought out interior to it. Then this was made into a short that got popular. Visited Urquhart Castle with my friends. Reviewed Gabriel and the Guardians pilot episode. I've been meaning to watch the rest of the series when I get the chance. The people making Gabriel and the Guardians approved of this review, so I'm glad to hear about that. There was that video. Yes, I made a video about Cosmo's Laundromat as a suggestion. Delved more into the Switch 2 controversy. This video got popular, where I went back to impersonating Matthew Murdoch and Mr. Wilson Fisk. So yeah, I made people laugh about that. There was a Smiley Friends voice impression. That video got me a lot of attention from people who'd been wanting to use my voice for several projects. So yeah, this was quite an achievement to my surprise. Oh yeah, this was a funny one to make, the Primal Fart one. I was just another suggestion. Stalker, very glad I made that video. Brilliant stuff. So the contradicts, that was an animation made. And yes, so this one was an animation I made. In that I took I had to take photos of screenshot photos of the individual frames of the K-pop demon hunters wagging their fingers towards the demons, and so I managed to carefully crop them, and then carefully find the timing of each frame onto this backdrop picture. So yes, I managed to make another animation. I managed to see Mad Max Fury Road for the first time, and what a movie it was. This movie's gotten surprisingly popular, though. I'm improving my audio quality. It's my friend's review. Glad I made that. This was a funny video I made. Oh, Roller Bowl. Man, I missed that place already. I missed that place immensely. But good news. The Hollywood Bowl that's near the cinema is quite good, actually. It's been a fantastic year for the channel. It has been AA. It has been a rather fantastic year. And I was mentioning earlier, you have been a major part of it, because this year has seen a more frequent, vastly more frequent usage of your contribution to thumbnails. Thank you so much for taking your time to do that when I couldn't have the time to do that kind of thing. Thank you so much. I miss Roller Bowl, but the Hollywood Bowl is it's a good replacement, and for lack of a better term, because whilst there's less bowling alley lanes, it more than makes up for that with a vastly improved arcade, and I suppose the guaranteed sociability of being near the cinema and other perks I could go on to mention. You're welcome. Thank you. Grazie. Let's get that. I was reminded to, I think it was AA reminded me to review the Back to the Future trilogy, because it was the Back to the Future day, 21st of October. I thought, oh, great Scott, I need to make the video. And I went to the cinema to see Back to the Future on the big screen. Absolutely worth it, especially for part one. So I'm glad that made it into the whole review thing. Wow, that's just so satisfying to look at. This video has gotten quite popular, and I think I imagine it's because there's not many other YouTubers who are going full depth into this specific topic of this specific book. Always Remember the Boy, the Little Fox, and the Horse, and the Storm. No, totally not racist. On the one hand, I had someone say to me, so many YouTubers have done this already, why are you doing it? Well, this video got a surprising amount of attention. It even got some people subscribed to my channel. So yes, it was worth it. I swear that, oh man, that is probably the second best movie of 2025, and not enough people are talking about it. And I'm so glad that we're finally getting to see the acting talent of two or so stars who were unfortunately in Rings of Power, as well as a few other wasted projects. Their acting skills are finally put to good use, because I swear it's a brilliant movie. It's insightful, it's heartbreaking, it's hilarious, all at once. I'm so glad that this movie exists to raise awareness of Tourette's syndrome. It's so brilliant. This video is not my most popular, but it was a reasonably fun one to make. Visiting Fife, that was another highlight. Fife is very much obsessed with three things: theological history, harbors, and golf. Oh yes, lots and lots of golf. The landlord video is pretty much a rehash of the one I did last year. I thought, okay, I need to give my audience something to be entertained by before making my Game of Thrones review, because this review took a long time to edit. And I suppose the Breaking Bad video also took a long time to edit. For some reason, I felt like the Game of Thrones was getting somewhat delayed. Well, I suppose that both of them were getting delayed in some ways. I guess it's just the associative feeling, I guess. So it was around about the November going to December period that I reviewed the entirety of Game of Thrones. This one got fairly popular. And I'll need to talk about Lord of the Rings more often, especially given the fact that the extended editions are being released next month. Dennis, it was whilst during November I got my Advent calendar ready. There was a bit of a goof up in production, but we managed to get there eventually. Again, talking about Game of Thrones. And managed to talk about Zootropolis 2, which was a big surprise. I'm surprised this video about Narnia didn't get so popular, given I talked about Aslan. There you go. There's going to be a lot of anniversaries this year. Oh yes, that's another thing I want to end this live stream off with. Look forward to this specific AMV video. And then eventually got the Nintendo Switch 2, which caused people to go, what? This video got fairly popular. Therefore, like it hasn't aged well, with a few negative reviews. There are some people saying, bro, you're so boring, mate. You need to invest this in the first few minutes. Well, to that comment, I say, look, I may not be as flashy as a few other people. Maybe I'm not the best writer. In fact, many of my videos are unscripted because I don't have time to write a script, with the odd few exceptions. But a lot of videos just have people talking in front of the camera, like deep focus lens and Malika writes, and people don't seem to have a problem with that. So if I'm not charismatic for you in your eyes, I am deeply sorry. But I don't want to sound like a narcissistic douchebag, but I think given the fact that the majority of people are invested in my channel, I hate to sound like a jerk, but that seems more like a you problem, mate. Anyway, It's a Wonderful Life. This was rather slow and catching up, but hey, I was right on. The mulled wine video. I did make a mulled wine video like 2 years ago. I was intending to make another one, but for some reason I didn't get that uploaded. But the one I made 2 years ago, I put in too many cloves and it made for some very strong mulled wine for my family to taste. So I made amendments for that. My family really likes the mulled wine that I made here. Last one I made was setting up the Nintendo Switch 2. So yeah, I'm intending to make live streams on that very soon, and I'll be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 games on part of people who can't afford them. Right, so now that I've finished talking about that, okay, so remove that, and then, okay, so let's stop sharing. So then, it's also nothing. Come on, there we go. So I'll need to end this off fairly soon, but let's go over the live stream highlights. There's a bit more of a focus on live streaming this year. Let's see, we started off. Happy New Year. Yeah, this was transitioning right into the new year itself. That's right. I remember a friend calling me just in the middle, and then I went off camera to or stuff like that. I could make another live stream like that, but family members are going to be coming in to bring in the bell, so I wouldn't want to make things awkward for them. This one got reasonably popular for the standards of the live stream videos. Sorry, mustache hair got my mouth. Tier list and a broadcast for animated art. I should probably make more tier list oriented videos, especially in regards to what I'm focusing on in the channel. Dedicated time to playing video games. Made this presentation about narrative art in video games. Now, my friend Evan Prince almost lost his channel, and I managed to help him out because I mentioned his channel with the link and everything in this video. So I managed to find it and give it to him, and he was really thankful for my contributions. He's very thankful to Jesus that his channel revenue is back up and running, and that the hacker was stopped. So yeah, thanks Jesus for stopping the hacker. We get through this together. So check out the narrative art and video games presentation. I intend to have another video of that kind of caliber in 2026. Yes, we became the legacy media. I was playing that Scottish horror game called Still Wakes the Deep. That was a pretty interesting game, especially as someone living in Scotland. Played Shadow of the Colossus, which was made for the PlayStation 4. That was a great game to play. It is exactly like the PlayStation 2 game, just with a graphical overhaul. It's such an amazing game. It's like this epic tragedy akin to Oedipus, and it's in this big, empty world, which sounds boring at first, but an experience. It's deeply meditative. So Monster Hunter Wilds, I haven't given myself a chance to play more thoroughly into that. That was a pretty fun one for what it was. A few dinner themed ones. I was talking about. I got more frequent with live streams, talking about specific kind of news. Had some time to play games I've been meaning to. Claire Obscure Expedition 33. That's the biggest amount of content I've contributed this year. I think it's such an immense game. It's the best game of this year. I can see why. Started playing Death Stranding, Director's Cut. I was hyping people up for the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Oh yeah, I was talking about toilet mats were discouraged. That was quite an interesting story. Everybody Super Sonic Racing. Playing more Marvel Rivals, playing Jak and Daxter after Evan Prince was making his Jak and Daxter video, so that was a fun one to get into. I played the beta of Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and then the demo, and then the game itself. So that was fun to do. It was around this time I was preparing myself for the marathon day, and the marathon was a success. So I managed to beat my record, so glad I managed to accomplish that. Little Nightmares 3 was disappointing, but Reanimal seems to be a lot more promising, so I'm looking forward to playing that in 2026. This time, I got more frequent in Claire Obscure Expedition 33 videos, and there was me hanging out the Christmas tree, and there's Fire and Ash video. So, and there's the video that we're seeing now. Dare I do it? Dare I do it? No, that's not how it works. Right, so let's see the most popular ones. So let's see. Some of the most popular ones were from last year, but some ones from this year have gotten reasonably popular, namely the aforementioned narrative art one, the Team Sonic Racing one. I'm surprised the Sonic Crossbows Racing didn't make it onto here. I need to be more frequent in Mario Kart content now that I have the Nintendo Switch 2. That got more popular, great stuff. This got more popular, also great stuff. This got popular, great stuff. So there's a Sonic Racing Crossbows video. There's some of my news-oriented stuff. There's that podcast I made. Yeah, that was pretty much the time of my breakthrough. So yeah, there you have it. Right. I suppose another thing I should mention would be the shorts. I think the shorts have also gotten increased in popularity, or at least in their frequency, I would say. This year has been absolutely great. And I suppose on that note, I should share with you guys just a few more things before we end off this video. Oh, look at that. I got 1,467 subscribers. Nice. Nice. I always appreciate it when another subscriber comes in. I really count my blessings every subscriber I've got. You know, I'm not a popular guy compared to, you know, other big names out there, but thanks to you guys, I think we're getting somewhat closer to resembling that at best. So the thing I want to show you is the watch hours lifetime. Yes. Okay, so stop sharing that. It's still getting used to this whole layout. So channel screen, channel analytics. All right, check this out, guys. All right, so this is. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not sharing it. Right. Okay, so these are my current channel analytics. So it was round about here. My channel spiked in popularity thanks to that one chosen video I made, where I made the video and then I got a surprising boost of subscribers and viewers. I haven't quite managed to reach that height ever since, but you'll notice that things were kind of throughout the duration of then up until until most of 2023. But it was around about the last third of 2023 when the frequency in viewership, the frequency in watch time in this case on the channel, started getting more frequently high, as you would have noticed, to the point where in 2024, 2025, there's been some frequent peaks in popularity. Oh, what the heck? Okay, that happened. So I'm hoping to get more people invested in that kind of thing. Views, they've all spiked. I got a lot of subscribers earlier this year, so that was so overall, I mean, 2025 has been a really successful year for me and for, in turn, all of us engaging with this channel. I suppose it's time to open up about something. I am very close to getting monetized. Apparently, in America, the valid public watch hours is over 3,000. If I was in America, I would have already accomplished this goal, but here in the UK, it has to be over 4,000. I've yet to reach this goal. I've seen this valid public watch hours go up and down, up and down, up and down. Most I've seen it reach up to was about 3,780 something, maybe 90, probably not 90, probably or 80 something, only to then just creeping down again. Obviously, bursts in popularity of videos helps, but I'd imagine that new subscribers will frequently watch the content, and then that will build up the valid public watch hours. So this is why I've been telling you guys to keep commenting, keep watching older videos, and keep sharing with any family and friends that you think would enjoy my content. It's been a year of planting seeds, as it were. There's so many things I really want to get on with in regards to the content of this channel, in regards to other ambitions that myself and friends have been up to. I have taken the time to plant the seeds, and hopefully by next year or the year after, fruits are going to show up. So again, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I really, really appreciate what you guys have been doing, especially given the mental hell I went through round about the tail end of the pandemic. These past few years, I tell you, I am not the same man I was back in 2022. Like, that guy died. In 2023, I got a major breakthrough, and my life's been turning up for the better ever since, honestly. So in celebration of that, there's one more thing I'd like to share with you, if I can find it. Where did I put it? Probably the wrong bit. That's probably the wrong bit. Yeah, that's probably the wrong bit. Oh dear. Right, I think I'm running out of time. Right. Okay. Right, I was going to show you something more elaborate, but no, I don't have time like that. I don't have time. So what I can do, actually, is to give you guys the link. Yes. So on New Year's Day, Yellow Firecracker 44, welcome. We're going up, tower moment. You know, together we're growing. We're gonna be golden. Right. Thank you very much for your contributions as well. Happy New Year. Yeah. Right. Get the link. So one more thing I want to mention. One more thing. It's one of my favorite jokes in Smiling Friends. Happy New Year to you and your chat. Yep. Happy New Year to each other. Yep. Right. So there's one more thing before I go. So boop, you see that link? That link is going to lead you to a video that will premiere in 9 hours. In 9 hours, it is going to be midnight in the UK. So it's not exactly going to be the New Year's Eve. Why do I keep calling it New Year's Day then? Well, it won't exactly be the New Year's Eve for anyone living in America, but it will be the New Year's Eve for people living in the UK. The reason for this is because leaving as soon as I'm here, I see how it is. I see how it is. You disrespect me, don't you? No, I'm joking. So with this video here, I'm planning to release it on New Year's Day, at least my time. That way, I can get as much traction of it being on the hype of New Year's Eve as much as I possibly can. So if and when that comes out, please watch it, enjoy it, and use it as part of the transition between 2025 and 2026. I managed to cram in as many highlights of 2025 as possible. So please look forward to looking into that. And I will say it will be quite a bonanza. I'll leave it there. Thank you all so much for watching. Watch this video here, please, when it comes out, or at the very least, get involved in the live chat and share it with people as it premieres. Thank you all so much for watching. Please continue to support the channel if you can. We're getting very close to monetization, and I've got more in store for you for 2026. But until then, Happy New Year, McClan. Scott Stinker, gleefully signing out for now.